sir.
What a sea of humanity! It is day one of the greatest spectacle in all of sport fishing, the Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic presented by Toyota. How are you doing, Knoxville, Tennessee? Wow, what a crowd here today. And I just got word a few minutes ago, who was at takeoff this morning? We were here in 2019, and everybody saw what happened then. People had many reasons. They said that'll never be duplicated. You'll never have a crowd like that. This morning, just approved an all-time takeoff record, 6,500 Bassmaster fans. And it was a work day. Thank God you guys aren't any of those suckers. Incredible. It's so hard to believe that this was just day number one. Even the crowds at the expo, everything. Bassmaster fans are truly what make this sport. And I can't thank you guys enough for everything you bring. And let's beat this record tomorrow. Who's going to beat the record with me tomorrow? Tomorrow morning, I'm calling it right now. 7,500. I think we can do 7,500. You guys think it? I think we can do it. But we couldn't do any of this without the fine folks that help make this possible. And throughout this thing, and you've seen shirt tosses and parachutes and all sorts of things. Those are the fine folks, the sponsors of this event, the great people that make this possible. And of course, this is the Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic. So let's give a little love to Academy Sports and Outdoors. You already saw Dakota and Ronnie on the back of a beautiful Toyota Tundra. Let's hear it for a real life hero, Dakota. Give him a little love, ladies and gentlemen. That is a true hero there. And they were on the back of that beautiful Tundra, as all good Bass pros are. The Toyota has done more for the sport of fishing than any other vehicle manufacturer on earth. Let's hear it for Toyota. I know you guys were all at takeoff, but who spent time at the expo today? The Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Expo, presented by the U.S. Army. Let's give the U.S. Army a little love. That's too easy. Whew. But I think after I'm done that, it's time to weigh some fish. Are you guys ready to weigh some fish? You guys see me all the time, and I spin a towel, and I say that, well, I'm a little cheerleader, right? But some people in the crowd got a towel, so when you see me spin it, I want to see them, but I need you to make lots and lots of noise. Let's give it a shot. 1, 2, 3. I see the energy of the towel spinning seems to got you guys quieter. You can do two things at once. I know you can. You got a free towel from the fine folks of Minn Kota. Let's hear it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I like it. I like it. Okay, calm down, okay? Are you guys ready for me to bring in some anglers? Before we can do that, we need to bring up the man who's going to weigh all the fish. Here's our director of tournaments. Get loud for Chris B.A.S.S. Wow, Chris, unbelievable. I mean, I just found out, I said when I left this morning, I was like, I talked to a cop and he said it had to be over 5,000, but to find the official count, 6,500, it just keeps getting better.
Yeah, I mean, Knoxville turned out in 2019, and of course, this morning, the incredible crowd, the #1 crowd for a takeoff, a Bassmaster Classic takeoff ever on day #1, Friday. That never happens. So I'm looking forward to fantastic things throughout this week. We heard the expo is jam-packed, and I gotta say, this Friday crowd at the weigh-in, it's gotta be close to the record as well, but we'll see how those numbers shake out. But the most important thing is we got great partners here. Visit Knoxville. They are fantastic. Every time we come here, we've been here for classics, obviously. We've had Elite Series events. They're super supportive. TWRA, taking care of the fish, getting them back into the fishery. We can't thank them enough for everything they do and helping them to do that, because it's so important, because we want to take care of this fishery and get these fish back so they can be caught again. We got to thank our Bass Nation conservation directors. Give them a big round of applause, and all of our nation members, our youth directors, for everything they do to really create crowds like this. Look at all the young folks. We don't have them without all those fantastic volunteers. So I want to weigh some fish. What do you think, folks? You want to weigh some fish?
The man wants to do it. I want to do it. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are you ready? Let's get ready to weigh Dundee. Who do we got first?
First angler in, ready to roll from Cavan, Ontario. Making welcome, Corey Johnston.
Corey Johnson, an Elite Series standout, a four-time Canadian Open champion and a Bassmaster Open winner, and nobody in Canada is shocked to see what the Johnson brothers have done in the Bassmaster Elite Series, but he'd love to become the first Canadian ever to win a Bassmaster Classic title. Digging deep in that Ranger live well. Get loud for Power Pole Pro Corey Johnston. A wise move to always weigh in first. Guaranteed to take the lead in the Bassmaster Classic no matter what way it works out. He's got 5 fish here today. 5 very, very lively fish. 14 pounds, 2 ounces, 14-2. And Corey Johnson starts day number 1 off with a great performance here at the 53rd edition of the greatest spectacle in all of sport fishing, the Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic, presented by Toyota. 14-2, a good day here today. Gonna weigh 1 for Mercury Big Bass, also guaranteed to take that lead. Was this planned, Corey? Did you plan that?
No.
Needs to be more than 0 pounds to be a new Mercury Big Bass. It is 4 pounds, 11 ounces, and a brand new Mercury Big Bass. Corey, a great start, 14-2. That's going to keep you right in the thick of things. I mean, you're not blowing the doors off it, but it's a 3-day derby, and you're definitely in it.
Yeah, you know what? It's like you said, it's a 3-day derby, and I just didn't want to lose today, and got our job done. We had a few mishaps out there, lost a few key fish, but you know what, there's a lot of fish out there with the rain coming tomorrow. I think they're going to be biting early, so looking forward to getting back out there.
Before you leave the stage, what do you think of all these flags and all the support from Canada? It's incredible.
It really is incredible. Every year there seems like there's more and more Canadians, and we love to see it, so thank you guys for coming out.
Let's hope Knoxville has a lot of beer. We'll see you tomorrow, and feed me another one, Don Day.
Be glad to. He comes from DeBerry, Florida. Make welcome, John Cox.
Fishing his 5th Bassmaster Classic. He has 9 FLW Tour wins, 2 Bassmaster wins. Truly one of the most popular pros on tour, every tour, because he fishes just about all of them. Get loud for John Cox, ladies and gentlemen. 5 fish here today. Needs 14 pounds, 3 ounces to take the lead. 5 fish here today. 2 anglers into our 55 angler field. 14 pounds, 4 ounces. And John Cox is your brand new leader with another. Let's hear it for your new Academy Daily leader. So John, you're an honest guy. You never lie to me. So I know you're going to tell me the truth right now. I heard that when you found out you were going to have a camera boat, you were like, no, I didn't even catch a fish in pre-fish. Were you lying?
No, I mean, that's how it was last time we were here, too. I mean, I had one decent day of practice where I got some bites, but the other 2 days, I mean, our Wednesday, I didn't even get a bite. And I actually went back into some of those places today and just threw the fritz side around and caught some keepers.
An incredible start to things, and you're in the thick of things. How's this weather going to affect your bite?
I'm excited about it tomorrow. I practiced quite a bit today to prepare for the wind and the rain and all the nasty weather coming, and I'm excited to get back out there.
I'm excited to see how it works out for you. Let you go backstage, get rigged and ready, and be in front of a record crowd tomorrow.
Another Sunshine State angler coming in now from Clewiston, Florida. Make him welcome, everyone. Here comes Scott Martin.
Former Forest Wood Cup champion, 8 FLW wins, fishing his second classic, driven by unfinished family business. Would love to win this title and hand it over to his dad, the legendary Roland Martin, right here on this stage. Digging deep in that Skeeter live well. The louder you get, the bigger the fish are. Get loud, Knoxville! Definitely one of the right ones, but unfortunately, too short of his limit here today. 3 fish to start this off. £7 7 ounces. He moves into 3rd place currently. Let's hear it for Scott Martin, ladies and gentlemen. £7 7 ounces. And if you could just get 5 just like that, I mean, this thing could get very, very interesting. Was this the game you were playing in pre-fish? Were the numbers risky?
I haven't caught very many keepers all practice, but I had a smallmouth spot, an area, and I thought if I could get 1 bite, that's good. If I can get 3 or 4 bites, that's really good. If I get 5, I could maybe win the tournament. I had 4 bites there today. They're biting weird. I mean, they're getting a lot of pressure in that area. I caught that first one, and I was shaking. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So right after that, I had 2 more bites. I didn't get them, but I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow. If I can pluck away 4 or 5, I'll salvage the tournament for sure. What I've got to do tomorrow is I've got to figure out how to catch those largemouth. They've really changed today. What they were doing in that cold weather versus now is definitely a little different. So I got to do some adjustments tomorrow. But I tell you what, it was a blessing. I'm still in this thing for sure. And Pops, don't give up on me. We got one coming.
I know he's not giving up on you, and none of these fans are. I speak for a living. None of these fans really want you to win. Let them hear it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to try to get better at my job. While I do that, Donde, who do we have next?
Be glad to bring our next angler in, Lone Star State, Longview, Texas. Make him welcome Lee Livesey.
One of the hottest anglers on the planet, an unbelievable 4 wins in the last 3 years, 2 Bassmaster Century belts, and he weighed in the 3rd biggest bag in Bassmaster history. And he's digging deep in that Phoenix live well here today, ladies and gentlemen. Get loud for Lee Livesey. Five fish here today. 10 pounds, 3 ounces. He moves into 3rd place currently. 10-3 to start this tournament off for Lee Livesey. And you're in 3rd, so you're having a good day, but I'm not used to seeing you hold fish that size, I gotta be honest. Like I said, Lee, a decent start. You're in 3rd place right now, but I literally have seen you throw lures the same size as those fish. This fishery, we've learned it time after time. It's one day on, one day off. You know, you can make a giant comeback in this thing, but how are you feeling about things today?
Yeah, that's not what I wanted, obviously, but anything can happen out there. I still haven't figured this place out. I really thought I needed some big smallmouth to have a bigger bag, and that's exactly what I thought I could catch with a largemouth. I spent about half my day, running that Phoenix Mercury rig up and down the river, chasing smallmouth. I just didn't catch them. Tomorrow's a new day. I've had some good comebacks, so why not have a good one at the Bassmaster Classic? Man, Knoxville, this town is beautiful. This river system's awesome. I really, really like it here. I want to thank y'all so much. Bass, all my sponsors. I've got a little bit of everything. I got Dustin from Zeus Logistics. I've got Cody Cannon from Whiskey Myers here, and all my other great companies. I can't thank y'all so much, but most of all, I've got my beautiful little daughter, Lane, right there. She'll be a year next week. Yeah, there she is. She just doesn't realize it's me. My whole family, my mom, my dad, my sister, brother-in-law, my wife, and obviously my daughter, and Brooklyn back home. I just want to thank them. This is a special tournament, obviously. There's a reason this place is packed right here. Kids are dreaming about it. You're dreaming about it. Chris is dreaming about it. I'm dreaming about it. People fishing Tuesday nighters dreaming about it. This is the Bassmaster Classic. And I want to thank y'all all for watching me. I love you all. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Looking forward to seeing you back there tomorrow morning.
Next angler, he comes from Otonabe, Ontario. Hope I got that right. Here comes Chris Johnston.
The pride of Otonabe, Ontario, Chris Johnson, the very first Canadian to ever win an FLW Tour event, the very first Canadian to ever win a Bassmaster Elite Series event, and he would love to be the first Canadian to become a Bassmaster Classic champion, and it looks like things started off right here on day number 1. Chris Johnson, 5 fish here today, needs 14 pounds, 5 ounces to take the lead. Looking for 14.5. 13 pounds, 12 ounces. He moves into 3rd place, just 9 ounces short of the overall lead. Get loud for Ranger Pro, Chris Johnston. £13, 12 ounces, gonna weigh that for Mercury Big Bass. Needs to be better than 4.11, and here's the best part, you'll take the lead away from your brother. 4 pounds, 15 ounces. Chris Johnson once again ruins Corey's day.
I can get used to that, that's for sure. But at the end of the tournament, I want to be ahead of them, that's for sure. So we got a lot of fishing left to do.
How did you do what you did today? Is it something that's repeatable? Is it an area, or are you just covering a lot of water?
I covered a lot of water. I fished everything I had a bite on in practice, which I didn't get a lot of bites. And at 12:15, I didn't have a fish, and I scrapped it. I said, I'm just going fishing, and I just pulled into some areas that looked good, and I caught my first fish at 12:30. And to be honest, I was sweating because the only time I've ever zeroed is on this lake, and I thought, oh, here we go again. Fort Loudon's not going to be good to me. And somehow I just went fishing, and I scrambled that up in the last 3 hours. I don't know if I figured something out, or I'm just going to have to put my head down and go fishing again tomorrow.
Well, great start to things. Keep it rolling. We look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. Don, before you bring through our next angler, I need the towels to be spinning because this is one of your local heroes.
Yeah, buddy, here we go. Crank him up out of Fayetteville, Tennessee. Here comes Brendan Lester.
He has 2 wins in the last 2 years. One of the Bassmaster Opens and one of the Bassmaster Elite Series. Five fish here today after a 6th place finish here back in 2019. We watched his very close friend Otney Foe take the title, and can Brandon Lester get it done this time around? Those are the kind of bites that are difference makers on this incredible fishery. Looks like a good day at the office for the always lethal Brandon Lester. 5 fish here today. Needs 14 pounds, 5 ounces to take the lead. You guys think he's got it? 5 fish, 17 pounds, 7 ounces. A brand new Academy Daily leader, and Brandon Lester is leading the Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic right here in Rocky Top. Wow. Gonna weigh that for Mercury Big Bass. 4 pounds, 10 ounces, so you're not gonna take that over, but I'm sure you're not heartbroken about that, man. A great start here in an event that you have to be looking forward to for a long, long time.
I have, you know, I mean, coming into this event, everybody looks at me, and I'm from Tennessee, you know, but I don't have a lot of experience here, but I do have a lot of experience on the Tennessee River. You get out there, it fishes a lot like that bottom end of the Tennessee River, like Wheeler Lake, Wilson Lake. Man, I'm just having fun out there. They made me nervous this morning. If you were watching Bass Live and Bass Track, I didn't catch anything good until like 10:30 this morning. But once we got that ball rolling, it came together pretty quick. So, you know, like I told you on the dock this morning, it's going to be a tournament of adjustments. We'll have to adjust again tomorrow, I'm sure, but I'm sure looking forward to getting back out there.
I know Tennessee's looking forward. Let's hear it for them, ladies and gentlemen. I know Tennessee's looking forward to seeing how it goes for you, but a very special part of Tennessee, which is one of the most amazing things about you, dude, the incredible family support you have. And to see them here in this stand and to start off this event like this, what does that feel like?
Man, it just feels amazing. I literally got chills when they pulled that curtain back and I saw all the people in here. I want every one of you guys go call your cousins, your husbands, your sisters.
Husbands? Is that a Tennessee term?
Yeah. Sorry, all of them. Get all the family in here. We want to pack this sucker plumb to the ceiling by the weekend. And one more thing, go by the Mustad booth tomorrow. They're selling my Signature Series rods, show special, $100 a piece. Go check them out.
Deal, and you are leading this tournament. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen.
And speaking of Deal, how about Deal, Maryland's Brian Schmidt? Come on in here.
Fishing his second Bassmaster Classic, he holds the all-time record for the most Toyota Series wins. He is a 3-time Bassmaster winner, 2 in the Bassmaster Elite Series and 1 in the Bassmaster Opens. Get loud for the Schmidt, Brian Schmidt. 5 fish here today. Like another decent start to this event. 5 fish here today for Brian Schmidt, 16 pounds and an ounce, and he moves into second place currently. Day 1 of the greatest spectacle in sport fishing, the 53rd edition of the Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic, presented by Toyota. $16 pounds and an ounce. You're sitting in second place, Brian. Come on over here. And how did that feel coming out here just a minute ago?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm blown. This is a big deal, man. This is the biggest tournament there is. I'm nervous. You know, I had a very special day. Had a shot to have a very, very special day. I love rivers, you know, and it's clicking this week a little bit. We got a long way to go. I don't know.
I mean, you've been doing, this is your second classic. Do you go into the second classic with some different, like, I'm not going to do that this time attitude?
Yes, so, you know, I learned a lot. You know, this is a 3-day derby. You can win it and lose it on the first day, and I decided to go with something I felt very consistent, was more consistent, and paid off big time today. You know, we got a long way to go, but it's an excellent start. Shout out to John Cruz, dropped me off something that I really needed last night real late.
What was that?
We'll talk about it later. And shout out to my son Dylan. Where you at? He got on my boat this morning, blessed my baits. I had a very, very special day. And he already won like a flipping contest yesterday over there at the pregame show. So he's on a roll. You're going to see him up here one day too.
Love to see that. Congratulations on a great start.
All right. Hey, this next angler comes from Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Big round of applause here in Tennessee for Jay Shikurin.
You want to talk about being off to a hot start. He is our reigning Elite Series Rookie of the Year. He holds the all-time record for the biggest smallmouth bass winning weight in the history of bass fishing. Over 102 pounds of St. Lawrence River smallmouth bass joined the Bassmaster Century Club. And here he is in his very first Bassmaster Classic. Another good day here. Jay Shikurin with 5 fish. 14 pounds even. He moves into 5th place on day 1 at the Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic presented by Toyota. Good one. 14 pounds even, a great start to things. And how'd that feel for the first time ever?
Oh man, this is incredible. This is what I was dreaming about since I was 10, 11, 12 years old when I first started bass fishing. Hi to all my family section over there. Hi to everybody over there. My mom got a little emotional yesterday, so I'll try not to make her cry on stage today, but she's maybe caught up with herself now. But for anybody that's wondering out there, you know, I really tried for the smallmouth this week, but I just could not find them. These suckers are something different than the ones that I found up at the St. Lawrence, but extremely happy with this weight, and wow, this is pretty incredible.
Pretty incredible, and the best part is this is just day 1. It's going to be a lot bigger tomorrow. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen.
How about this fella coming in from Sylacauga, Alabama? Here is Will Davis Jr.
Representing the Bass Nation, over 20,000 Bass Nation members try to qualify to be in his spot year after year, but he is your reigning and defending Bass Nation national champion. Joined the Bassmaster Elite Series at the start of this season. 2 events into his Elite Series career and 2 cuts already made for Will Davis Jr. 1 fish here today. £1 pound, 13 ounces. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I know it wasn't what you planned to do, but man, there's millions, literally millions of people watching right now that would be like, I would weigh a 113 in the Bassmaster Classic.
Yeah, man, we got a long ways to go. You know, tomorrow's going to be a new day, and I'm just so blessed to be here. You know, I've dreamed of this day since I've been old enough to walk. You know, my dad's got me in this fishing industry, and you know, growing up with him fishing tournaments, and just dreamed about being here, man. It's so surreal just being on this stage, you know. So I give God all the glory, and all my family's up here, my friends that come all the way from Sylacauga and all over. I just want to tell them thank you, you know. So got a lot of work to do tomorrow. So it wasn't a good one, man. I run that Nitro Mercury up and down that Tennessee River, man. I just could not get it going today. So I'm going to change it up tomorrow.
There's a reason we let the full field fish the first 2 days. You're going to get another shot at them. Go get them tomorrow. representing the Bass Nation, but bass fishing truly is an amazing sport. And the one thing that makes it so amazing, we hear about it all the time. There's anglers that are sitting in those seats. Cooper Gallant is fishing his first classic. Let's hear it for Cooper Gallant. He's fishing his first classic. I remember when he was sitting right there. We've got Louis Minetti. I remember when he was sitting right there. So year after year, we see it. People are sitting in those seats, and they're not just cheering for this sport. They're dreaming of one day being here. Who would like to be here in the future? Well, that's the best thing about Bass. You got to be a Bass member, whether you're fishing the Bass Nation events, whether you're fishing the Opens, whether you're fishing college, whether you're fishing high school, become a Bass member, and all of these opportunities are something. And you get a really cool magazine, a bunch of gift packs, and cool things like that, and you become a better angler. So make sure to support Bass Nation and become a member. Sure. Don Day?
Okay, you ready for another angler? Let's bring him in. From Catawba, North Carolina, here comes KJ Queen.
A North Carolina hammer. 3 Bassmaster top 10s on the Bassmaster Elite Series, fishing his second Bassmaster Classic. 2 fish here today. 2 fish, day 1 for KJ Queen. Talk about all those different levels of bass fishing. A former collegiate angler, now a Bassmaster Classic qualifier. 2 fish with 5 pounds, 2 ounces. .52, rough start to this day, but the mullet looks fine.
I appreciate it. I was trying to make sure it was on point, you know, for the Classic, but today, for some reason, I feel like my fish catching wasn't on point, but the mullet stayed on point all day.
Do you have any secrets for that, or did you treat it, or?
Just let her flow.
Well, it's flowing, and I hope you flow into Sunday, but you're going to need a better day tomorrow.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. You know, I had a few key bites today that I felt like I should have had a really good day today, so I'm around some good fish. If I can get them in the boat tomorrow, it could be really good. So I'm looking forward to it. If all y'all want a really good deal, go check out Booth 200, Jinko Fishing. They got their rods, buy one, get one free. So go check them out at the expo. You know, I'm going to go out tomorrow. I'm going to use my Jinko rods. I'm going to hope I put 5 big ones in the boat. That's my game plan.
Go make it happen. Love to see it for you. I bet everyone's going to get pretty loud now, Don Day.
I think you're right, brother. Out of Park Hill, Oklahoma, Jason Christie.
He is the reigning and defending Bassmaster Classic champion. And wow, what a year he had last year. Backs it up with another Elite Series win, making him an 8-time Bassmaster winner. Digging deep in that Skeeter Yamaha live well. Get loud for Jason Christie, ladies and gentlemen. Five fish here today for Jason Christie. 12 pounds, 6 ounces. He moves into 7th place currently. Let's get loud for Jason Christie. Jason, 12 pounds, 6 ounces, and a decent day. I mean, it's going to keep you in it. You know the old adage, you can't win on day 1, but you sure can lose it. Well, you didn't do that.
I did not lose it today. You know, today was kind of those, for everybody that fishes, one of those weird days. It's almost like it got too warm too fast. You know, I honestly thought the fishing was a lot better when it was colder. I just never had a chance at a big one. I caught a lot of fish. You know, I look in this arena, is it Friday or is it Sunday? Like, there is a ton of people here, and there may have been more than this at takeoff this morning, but really, really appreciate you guys showing up.
I will remind you, this is a 3-day tournament, so we still got some work to do.
Nobody's going to count you out yet. Let's hear it for your reigning and defending Classic champion.
Can't count that cat out, that's for sure. Next angler comes from Collinsville, Mississippi. Here's Brock Mosley.
Five times he has been a bridesmaid on the Bassmaster Elite Series, rolling into the Dakota Lithium wrapped Phoenix Mercury. Brock Mosley, a 4-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. It is definitely agreed amongst all the pros who know it's not a question of if, it's a question of when. Brock Mosley is gonna get it. Is it this week? 5 fish, all alive for Brock Mosley, 11 pounds, 2 ounces. He moves into 6th place currently. Get loud for Dakota Lithium Pro, Brock Mosley. (11-2), and as I said to Christy a moment ago, you know, probably wanted a bigger day today, but that's definitely going to keep you in this.
Holy crap, what a grind out there. At 2:45, I had 3 fish, and I was just praying for a 4th keeper, and then I ended up catching my best fish about 10 minutes after 3 and had 20 minutes to be in. And that's kind of what I like to do here, apparently, because last time the Elites was here, it worked out that way. But I usually like grinders, but they made me do a lot of thinking today, and I don't usually like to think a whole lot. But, you know, a couple big bites can change this thing, but, man, it's a challenge out there. You just got to put your head down and fish and fish and fish and hope for the best, you know. So it's my kind of fishing. I like it. It's just a little harder than I like it to be.
Another shot at him tomorrow, and hopefully it gets a whole lot easier on you. Let's hear it for Brock Mosley. Before we bring out our next angler, there's a group of people who literally something special is happening here this week. When you think about it, there's anglers that don't have 50 people that came from another state. I'm not making those anglers feel bad, but over 50 people traveled from the other side of the world. So far away that it's actually a different day there right now. Don Day, bring him out.
All right, from the Garden City of Toowoomba, Australia, Carl Jacobson.
A lifelong dream comes true. Carl Jacobson, the only Australian to ever win a Bassmaster Elite Series event. Get those towels spinning, ladies and gentlemen. Fear my heart, Carl Jacobson. Three fish for Carl Jacobson here today. £5 pounds, 12 ounces, puts him in 11th place currently, but you better keep fear in his heart because this is far, far from over. Carl, tough day today, you know, too short of your limit, but man, no matter how this breaks out for you, you might make it back in this tomorrow, but regardless, what is happening here is truly special. I mean,
it's unbelievable, mate. I can't even describe it. The Aussie support has been, it's been a driving force for me for so long because I told people what I was going to do, and I had to always back that up. So as I failed and as I got knocked down and you know, I thought about turning around, I had all of these Aussies behind me saying, you can do it, and I'd never wanted to let them down. So their support was always the ones that would make me get back up and keep on coming, and because of them, I'm standing here today.
I've said this before, fear my heart is your motto, but it's truly what has gotten you here. I mean, you literally have had to overcome so much. I mean, your dream was to be a bass pro, and you were born in a country without bass, or the same kind of bass, obviously. But who says that's going to stop Carl Jacobson? And man, it kind of fitting that you're going to have to climb out of a hole tomorrow. But if anyone can do it, it's you.
Yeah, I don't feel down. I don't feel disappointed. Yeah, I would have liked it to have gone a bit better today and stayed in it. But this is day one. This is the Bassmaster Classic. Miracles happen. They've happened before. I'm going to go out there and give it everything. That's the number one thing I do every single day. I get back up and I get after it. In 2000 or 2001, I seen my very first Bassmaster Classic. I was 14 years old in a different country watching it on TV. And then I worked my butt off for 10, 12 years, and then I was sitting up there watching in 2011 when Van Dam won. I was in the stands, and I couldn't believe how lucky I was. I was in the stands watching, and the crowd and the bass fishing fans from America, I was like, that's where I want to be. And then from 2011, 12, 13, 15, 16, 20, 21, 22, 2023, I'm standing up here on the stage. And I don't want to let a tough day knock that down because I've worked 24 years to make that happen. I've got to say a huge shout out to Aussies and America. Thank you. The American dream is incredible. A kid from Australia can watch it on TV, and you guys and your passion for fishing, if we didn't have that, I wouldn't be here. You've welcomed me into your country. You've welcomed the Aussies here. Never change America. Thank you very much for everything that you guys do. I've got to leave you with one more thing. It's the one thing how you know the Aussies are here. You ready? Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! 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 Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
All right, here we go. Next angler rolling in from Saluda, South Carolina. Make you welcome, everyone, Brian New.
He is a former Bassmaster Open champion. He won an Angler of the Year title in the Bassmaster Opens. He won the very first Elite Series event he fished. And today, he fishes his second Bassmaster Classic. And his first one worked out pretty good on day number one. Led that one. Today, 5 fish. £9, 8 ounces. He moves into 10th place currently. Get loud, ladies and gentlemen, for Brian New. Brian, 9 8 ounces, so not as good as your first day last year. I mean, last Classic you led day one, I believe, but it doesn't matter about day one. You learned that. Just go win this the next 2 days, right?
That's exactly right. But y'all see that bluefish? I'm way more proud of that than those. I'm extremely proud of those 5 that I caught today because this is one tough sucker out here. And but I got a baby boy on the way. I'm super proud of that. Man, and you're right. Yeah, it don't matter where you finish day one. Yeah, I mean, we seen that last year. That was a lot of fun. It's pretty cool to lead the Classic, but it'd be a lot more cool to win the Classic. Today wasn't easy, man. I caught my first keeper at 11:45 probably, and we grinded it out. We made it work. The good thing is we're still breathing. We didn't die today. We've still got a fighting chance, and you know, hey, as tough as this place is, I don't care who you are or how good you caught them today. Tomorrow's a different day, and it's going to be a different day tomorrow. I hope it's a little better for the new crowd.
We'll find out tomorrow. Another shot, and wish you luck. Great to have you here.
Hey, let's bring another volunteer in the house from Mount Carmel, Tennessee, David Mullins.
He is a former Bassmaster Open winner, fishing his 4th Bassmaster Classic. "14 Bassmaster top 10s, and he's kicking stones across the stage. That is a tough pill to swallow, but man, you get another shot at him tomorrow, and as I say at times like this, there's a bunch of people out there that, well, I don't know if there's a lot that would not want to catch one today, but you got to be that one today. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. So, does that make you feel better or worse?
I don't know. I mean, I still got a competitive drive, but I live an hour and a half from here. And growing up, we never fished down here. We always fished Cherokee and Douglas, and this is the reason why. Because I'm telling you, if there was more guys from Fort Loudon fished Cherokee and Douglas, I probably wouldn't show up because I'd probably win every one of them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to catch everything around because there ain't that many bass in this place. I ain't lying. And I've got a love-hate relationship with Loudon. It's about 99.9% hate. There ain't much love to it. But no, man, I did everything I know to do. The thing about it is when you have a day off, like we got a day off, in the Tennessee River, they pull so much current that a lot of the areas change. I was fishing some colored water way up loud, and I go up there and it's clear as a bell today. So I knew right then I was probably going to be in trouble. And I had some deep smallmouth that I found, and they didn't show up. So it was just a scramble all day long. But you know what? There ain't nothing better than East Tennessee.
Surely isn't, and I'd love to see you make a big comeback tomorrow.
And Tennessee still on the stage here. We got Chattanooga, Tennessee's Buddy Gross.
He has 4 FLW wins, 2 Bassmaster Elite Series wins, fishing his 3rd Bassmaster Classic. Keep the noise coming for him, ladies and gentlemen. 5 fish here today for Buddy Gross. "15 anglers into our 55 angler weigh-in. 5 fish for Buddy Gross here today. 1 troublemaker in there.
That Phoenix boat live well keeps them good.
Buddy Gross wins the award for the most original weigh-in line, ladies and gentlemen. 5 fish here today. 9 pounds, 14 ounces. He moves into 10th place currently. Let's hear it for Buddy Gross. I think our DJ's broke, buddy, but it's good to have you here. And day 1 of the Classic, I mean, just like we can right the ship, so can you.
I'll tell you, it's this Tennessee River, and every time I go to Tennessee River, it feels like it's just been tough on me. You know, this thing's fishing tough, but they live here. It could change with this front coming in. I think it's going to get good. You know, the Lord just blessed me with a limit. It took all day. I made some mistakes today, lost a couple of key fish, so we still got a chance. You know, we still got smallmouth out there that are giants, largemouth that are giants. We can make this thing happen. We just got to put it all together.
Love to see it happen for you. Day 1, we'll see you back here tomorrow. This next angler's already won this year, Don Day.
Let's bring him in. How about a big old Tennessee welcome? He's out of Raceland, Louisiana. Here comes Tyler Rivette.
What a season he is having. Opened up the season on Lake Okeechobee with his first Elite Series win. Backed it up with a 3rd place in Seminole, making him our progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year leader. And he's making it rain, ladies and gentlemen. Digging deep in that live well, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise. Wait, would you just do the gritty?
I think so. I don't know. Is that how it went?
That might be the first ever gritty on the Bassmaster Classic stage. 5 fish here today. 4 fish, 8 pounds, 7 ounces. Get loud for Tyler Rivette. One short of your limit today, Tyler. How you feeling?
I feel like we need to rock on.
There's really a concert happening here.
I'm down with the concert, you know that. Oh, man, it was a day. I learned one thing today is time management. I was taking my time going down river. I never even made it to my good spot. By the time I looked down, it was 1:30. I had to turn around and go. So I know what not to do tomorrow. I'm a haul butt down there, get to the good stuff, and we're going to bring in about 16, 17 pounds and get back in there.
You have some of the most vocal supporters.
That is true. They are awesome, and that is thanks to Tito's and not sponsored by them. Just it's the truth, you know. We love to have fun down there in Louisiana.
Do they really have shirts on that says "Show us your guns"?
They probably do. I think that's what I threw out there too.
You better not let them down. Well, it's the gun show. Somebody is making a bad comment about both of us on the chat board right now because of that, Tyler, but it was fun for me.
That's right. At least the sleeves are not cut yet because we didn't catch no big ones. So we'll see what happens throughout the week. It's just, I love the grinders too. This is like my favorite tournaments, when you got to get 5 fish and man, it's a straight up grinder, I don't know. It just, like I said, I had that one decision that I messed up not going fast today and it cost me big time. So we're going to get back out there and make some ground up tomorrow.
Always great to have you here. Wish you luck. See you back here tomorrow.
Hey, this next guy's got a big fan base as well. He's out of Raft Drum, Idaho. He is Brandon Polinick.
From our current leader in Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year points to our reigning and defending Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year, a title he's won not once, but twice. The prodigy has been close at the Bassmaster Classic in the past. Is this the week? Get loud for the prodigy Brandon Polinick. Day one of the Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic presented by Toyota. A good bite, a good fish, just short of a few from his limit. 2 fish here today. 2 fish for 6 pounds, 3 ounces, puts you in 14th place. Get loud for the prodigy Brandon Polinick. (6'3", always a drama queen. You're building this up so you can make a giant comeback, correct?
I mean, that's what the people love, right? Barely missed Big Bass. I would prefer that I wasn't so dramatic, but if that's what it's going to be, then that's what it's going to be. That's the cards we're dealt with this week, and we're going to have to make up ground tomorrow.
Love to see you here all the way through to Sunday. The changing weather going to help you or hurt you?
I thought it was going to help today, and clearly it didn't. So I'm just excited to go tomorrow. I got one clue when I caught that 411 that I may run with a little bit more tomorrow, and if I can catch 5 of those, then we can be right back in this thing.
Go do that. We'll see you back here tomorrow and hope to get him into Sunday.
Next angler's out of beautiful Morgantown, West Virginia. He is Will Diffenbach.
Representing the Bass Nation, currently fishing the Bassmaster Open EQs. This is very first Bassmaster Classic. Knoxville, welcome him right. Ladies and gentlemen, get loud for him. Three fish here today. Welcome to the Bassmaster Classic stage. I know you've worked for this your whole life. 3 fish here today. Three fish for 5 pounds, 3 ounces. £5, 3 ounces. And the good news is you just beat our reigning and defending Angler of the Year, Brandon Polinick. How do you feel about that?
That's pretty incredible, but it's only the first day, so we'll see what happens tomorrow.
What does it feel like to come through here? You know, you've dreamed of it for a long, long time.
Yeah, this is incredible. I wasn't expecting this. I really wasn't. All week long, it really didn't hit me until just now. So yeah, I just thank everybody for coming out.
We thank you for being here. We look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow.
All right, this fella comes from the Peach State, ladies and gentlemen. He's out of Blakely, Georgia. Here is Drew Benton.
He's a former FLW Tour Rookie of the Year and FLW Tour winner. He is a former Elite Series Rookie of the Year and the 2018 Lake Travis Elite Series champion. 15 Bassmaster top 10s. And this weigh-in started with fireworks, but it seems to have slowed down a little bit up to this point. Let's see if we can get it a little better here. 5 fish for Drew Benton. 13 pounds, 5 ounces. He moves into 7th place currently with 13 pounds and 5 ounces. £13 pounds, 5 ounces for Drew Benton. You're in 7th place currently, and a decent start to things, but kind of feels like this one isn't going to be easy on anybody.
No, it's definitely going to be a challenge. It's changing so much. You know, we were in 50 pounds of clothes. I had all the hook gear that I own on the first couple days of practice, and today I feel like I could have wore hook shorts. So, you know, it's changing a lot. We just got to stay in front of them. I got to get a couple of more of those big smallmouth the first thing in the morning to get my day going, and it goes a lot smoother. So if I can just do that, we'll get ourselves back in it.
Love to see you in the mix come Sunday. Great to have you here again.
All right, let's bring our next angler in. He's ready to roll. He's out of Eden Prairie, Minnesota. How about it, everybody, for Austin Felix?
Don't sleep on this guy, the Sleepy Assassin, a former Elite Series Rookie of the Year, an Elite Series champion, fishing his 3rd Bassmaster Classic and on brand, snoozing on his way in. Unfortunately, one short of his limit here today. 4 fish for Austin Felix. 7 pounds, 14 ounces. He moves into 14th place currently, and he's going to be in the thick of things if he has a better day tomorrow. $7.14. A little tougher day than you probably would have liked, I imagine.
That song works.
Yeah, really, yeah, it's timing's everything.
Yeah, I mean, I figured it's going to take 20 to get to fish Sunday, and I needed a 5th fish to kind of be right around that cut line. I tried to make the smallmouth thing work, had to do it. Just if there's brown fish in the lake, you got to go after them. And it kind of burned me today. We're probably going to spend even more time doing it, even though it might be a bad idea. It might not bring in much, but I think that's what we're going to need to do to get back in this.
Well, you're going to get another shot to begin tomorrow. Get some rest, and we'll see you back here in the morning.
All right, hey, our next angler ready to roll in. Y'all make him welcome. He's out of Mukwonago, Wisconsin. Here comes Caleb Coupal.
He's a 2-time Bassmaster winner, 1 in the Opens and 1 on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Lake Gunnersville, the home of his win. This is 2nd Bassmaster Classic, 6 Bassmaster top 10s. And it looks like Maverick is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Three fish here today. 3 fish for Caleb Coupal here today. Three fish for 6 pounds and 9 ounces. He moves into 16th place currently. Get loud for Caleb Coupal, ladies and gentlemen. 6'9", and I noticed you changed your weigh-in song. I mean, you have that real toe tapper bite. Who sings that one you weigh into in the Elite Series?
Glenn Campbell.
Love me some Glenn Campbell. Why the change this time around?
Well, I had to pick something that I almost impossible to dance to. So
you're because he's from Wisconsin, does not drink beer, has never danced, doesn't like football, and it's my goal to make him dance at some point. So you changed your song because you don't think that I'll make you dance to that?
You can't dance to Top Gun.
Oh, you can.
No, you cannot.
Oh, no, you can. I can't, but I think you can.
Well, let's see it. Go ahead.
Well, let's talk about I'll dance. I mean, I'm not scared. Don't call me out. I was a break dancer back in the day. I may be a legit break if I tried here today, but tell me about this tournament.
Bassmaster Classic, just happy to be here. You know, it's been 2 years since my last trip here, so I'm glad to get back. You know, honestly, caught quite a few fish today. A lot of shorts today. Caught only 3 keepers, but hey, that's the way it goes. I want to give a shout out to all my friends and family that came out. Liam and his family came out to watch me at takeoff this morning. Appreciate that. They're from back home, so we'll try and get them tomorrow.
All right. I hope you dance your way into Championship Sunday.
Is it Mukwonago or well, how do you pronounce that? Mukwonago? No. Okay, never mind. Next angler out of Newmarket, Minnesota, here's Seth Fighter.
The amazing fighter man, a former progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year, 2 Bassmaster wins and 20 Bassmaster top 10s. Throw up a llama and welcome the amazing fighter man, Seth Fighter. 3 fish here today. Three fish for 6 pounds, 12 ounces. He moves into 16th place currently. He's gonna hold a few up for you, Knoxville, Tennessee. Give me a little love for the former progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year, the amazing fighter man, Seth Fighter. .612, not on track with the game plan, I would imagine.
No, not at all. It was a good start. I had those right away in the morning, then lost 2 big ones, and then never had another bite the rest of the day. Like another keeper bite the rest of the day. A lot of 13 inchers, but I shouldn't even say a lot. But yeah, I don't know. I thought they would be biting a lot better today.
Unfortunate, tough day. But one thing that is definitely noticeable in this sport is you have brought the mullet and mustache to the sport. I believe you had it. Do you think he's the originator of the comeback of a hairstyle that some thought would never come back? You know, you see KJ Queen and stuff like that. I mean, you'd always looked up to Shaw Grigsby's mustache as something you could never have. Do you think that they look up to your mustache the same way you did Shaw Grigsby?
Yeah, I hope I'm inspiring to people. I hope everybody grows some mustaches, and I think I'm just stuck in the 80s. That's why I got the long hair.
We love where you're stuck. Don't go anywhere, but catch him a little better tomorrow, and we'll see you on Sunday.
Next angler ready to roll in. Make him welcome. He's out of DeWitt, Michigan. Here is Minnesota. I'm sorry. Here's Chad Pipkins.
His 6th Bassmaster Classic. He's a former Bassmaster Open winner. You see him all year long on the Bassmaster Elite Series, 17 Bassmaster top 10s. And unfortunately, just 1 fish here today, a tough day. You're not the only one. You're not the only one. 1 fish here today. 1 pound, 10 ounces. He moves into 23rd places. He's not a proud man, ladies and gentlemen. He'll hold it up. Boom shakalaka, tiny bass. Not even Roland Martin has long enough arms to make that one look big, Chad.
No, we're going to need to do something a little different. I think I got it all wrong, Dave. I tell you, bass and me get along, people and me get along, but for whatever reason, fish at the Bassmaster Classic on tournament day have not liked me. Pretty sure I've weighed about 5 or 6 fish in 6 classics, so gonna do a little something different tomorrow. I'm usually positive and talk all nice to them, but we're gonna get mad at them tomorrow. Maybe talk a little dirty to them, see if we can take a couple big girls for a ride to the weigh-in tomorrow. So we gotta get it right.
I'm just gonna ask what everyone's thinking. Well, what does it sound like when you talk to a fish dirty?
Well, you're gonna have to ask my wife. I've got a couple kids to prove it, so we're gonna get after it tomorrow. See, they're over there. Yeah, I'm gonna have some fun tomorrow. They're out there, and man, something good's gonna happen. I can feel it. I don't know what it is, but it's a classic. We're here to have some fun, man. Appreciate you guys coming out, and we're gonna go get after it and see what we can do. Gotta say thanks to my family up there. My wife flew by herself with 2 kids last night. I got my sister here, my mom. We got their boyfriend and family, and I think some other people are stuck in, where are they at? Georgia, Atlanta. My buddy and his wife drove here, and we are gonna have a couple beers tonight, relax, and get after it tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, get a Michigan. Here we go. Next angler rolling in out of Greenwood, South Carolina. Make him welcome Brandon Cobb.
2 Elite Series wins in his rookie season on the Bassmaster Elite Series. He is a 4-time Classic qualifier, a member of the Bassmaster Century Club. Get loud for the C-O-double-B, Brandon Cobb. 5 fish for Brandon Cobb here today. 5 fish here on day number 1, Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic, presented by Toyota. 12 pounds and an ounce. He moves inside the top 10 in 9th place currently. Give me a little love for the C-O-double-B, Brandon Cobb. £12 pounds and an ounce, and pretty much at the halfway point of this weigh-in, he is sitting inside the top 10. So a weigh-in that started with fireworks seemed to have slowed down here. I mean, this is not going to be an easy one by the looks of things.
No, it's not. I actually thought I would catch a bunch of fish today. I didn't think many would be keepers, but I didn't. It was not easy at all. I caught at 2:37 today. I had 2 fish, and ended up catching 12 pounds. And cold once. So hopefully, I think today, when I'm an early boat number, I was boat 3 today. I tend to do weird stuff. I don't know why. I have a spot I feel like I got to get, and it messes up my whole rotation, and that's what I felt like happened today. I burnt 40 gallons of gas and didn't fish anywhere. So we're going to try to do a little bit better tomorrow and spend a little more time with the trolling motor down than the Mercury.
This is a big week for you in so many ways. Not just the Bassmaster Classic, but it is also your wife's birthday. So say if you won said classic, what kind of gift has she got in line?
It's definitely a horse. I mean, there's no chance she'd want anything but a horse. I mean, we already have 5, so why not 6?
Sounds like a plan. Giddy up. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon Cobb.
Giddy up indeed. Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Big welcome here in Tennessee for Bob Downey.
He is a Bassmaster Open winner, fishing his 2nd Bassmaster Classic, 5 Bassmaster top 10s. Oh, Bob, looking to lay the lumber here on day number 1 of the Bassmaster Classic. Four fish here today for Bob Downey. 4 fish, day number 1, Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic. 10 pounds even. He moves into 12th place currently. Dig deep in that VMC bag and hold him high, Bob Downey. £10 even, Bob. You're in 12th place, and this may work out better than what you had imagined when you checked in. You know, just watching, we're halfway through this weigh-in. I mean, are you doing better with 10 pounds than you would have thought?
Yeah, way better.
this will keep me in it if I go catch a big bag tomorrow. Obviously, it's not where I wanted to be today, but at 12 o'clock, I was about ready to have a 0 on the board. So I'm happy to have 4. You know, made a little rally at the end. It'll keep me in it. Need to go find some big ones. I need to find 5 tomorrow. But man, this is cool. This is for Friday. We got a full stadium here. This is pretty awesome for Knoxville. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for B.A.S. for this stage and what you guys provide for us. You know, back in 2001, I watched KVD win the Classic down in Louisiana, and it lit a fire under me and a dream. And for me to be standing on this stage is pretty cool now. So thank you for all my friends and family that made the trip down from Minnesota. Fought through some snowstorms to get here, but they made it. Happy to have them here. Love you guys. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Awesome to have you here. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
This next guy comes from Ava, Missouri. How about a big welcome for Cody Huff?
He has 2 Toyota Series wins. He is the 2019 Strike King College Bass Champion, fishing his 2nd Bassmaster Classic. The first qualification came through the Collegiate Series, but this one comes through the Bassmaster Elite Series. Get loud for Cody Huff, ladies and gentlemen. Tough day today, 1 fish. 1 pound, 5 ounces. He moves into 26th place, and he's a wise man, because you know what? Photographs don't go away, Cody. They'll show up for the rest of your life.
The last thing I need is that little 1 pound, 5 ounce bass popping up for next year's Classic or something like that. So we don't want any of that.
You've qualified through the Collegiate Series and now through the Elite Series, but there's nobody that's more of an expert on we see it year after year. The young anglers coming into this sport, it used to be a thing where it would take a few years to get to the point where you can even qualify for a Classic, never mind contend. But that's not the case anymore. We've seen anglers from the Collegiate Series win it. We've seen so much of an impact. Tell me what it is truly like. Why are anglers getting better through that collegiate system?
You know, I think it's just the amount of experience, you know, just getting to see a lot of different bodies of water and just giving those kids the confidence that they can do it. And then, of course, you know, guys like Jordan Lee and guys like that we all looked up to. And now maybe I get to be the guy that some of these kids get to look up to, just to give them the confidence that they can do it and they can be just like us.
Well, I love having you on the Elite Series, and we love having you here at the Bassmaster Classic. What an event we've got going here. Chris, come on over here. I want to talk to you about something that, you know, nobody knows better than you. You are direct. What's the title, Chris? I don't have a title, so I'm not good with titles. What's your title?
I guess they call me VP of Tournaments. I don't really know what that means. It sounds very scary, though.
It's definitely, it's way better than any title I've ever had. People call me different things. But nobody would know better than you. You used to run the Opens, now you oversee everything. Talk to me about that, what we're seeing, collegiate fishing, high school fishing, all of the opportunities that are ahead for all of these anglers at Bass.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I guess it's been about 10 or 12 years, well, actually probably 12 years, maybe 13. You know, Bass saw this college movement coming, and we knew that we had to get behind it. Our sponsors were in 100%. They knew, you know, to grow this sport and keep the passion alive for future generations, we needed to get the college anglers, those student athletes involved. And then we trickled it down to the high school, and that has just exploded. I mean, we had 300. We actually had to limit boat tournament sizes because so many wanted to get involved. You know, 300 boat tournaments are hard to run, but it's just a testament to the youth movement. And I also want to give a big shout out to, specifically with the high school, those boat captains that take time. Give them a big round of applause to take those youth anglers. I know there's a ton of them in this audience. And of course, the colleges that embrace the programs, you know, in many cases, they're supporting them. We're seeing scholarships now. It's amazing, and it really is the future of our sport, and important to Bass, important to our sponsors, and important to everybody in this building right now.
Unbelievable. It's a great program. So many great programs, the kayak program, so many programs. But there is a QR scan that you can scan to become a Bass member and make sure you get an opportunity to take advantage of these many, many great things. What's the deal with the kayak deal? We did a new kayak champion here today, right?
Yeah, 100%. We actually awarded the Old Town, the 2022 Old Town Angler of the Year, because that ended up in the fall, and we wanted to, give them their just due. And then we had our championship from the points of last year, and it's just an amazing tournament. And those tournaments as well, those kayak, we had an event on Gunnersville just a couple weeks ago. We had 235 kayaks. It's incredible. So you don't need to go spend a lot of money on a boat. I know our sponsors do, especially our boat companies, and we want you to do that. But if you can, especially if you're a younger angler, you want to go out, spend, $500, maybe $3,000, like some of these higher end kayaks are, you can do that and get involved in tournament fishing.
Great program. Thank you very much. Let's hear it for all the kayak anglers, all the collegiate anglers, and all of the levels that you can make it at Bass. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen. In case you were wondering what we just did, it was called stretching. This was what the technical name is. There's a traffic jam, and we were stretching, but we've stretched enough. But the good news is we have a couple of boats coming up. Get a drink. We'll be right back in just... What?
Did I say one more thing?
Sure, I thought I was getting a freaking break, but okay.
I gotta say this or I'll get killed, especially Brandon Cobb. Today's my wife's birthday. I'd like to wish her a happy birthday. Give her a big round of applause. Actually, like many of the anglers, yourself, I know, Sarah, all the support staff, everybody at Bass, the sponsors, we travel around the country, and it takes the support of an outstanding spouse to let you do that, and I appreciate her, and I know there's a lot of people in this building that appreciate that as well. And I've done my job here today.
Way to go. Happy birthday. Anybody else celebrating anything? Okay, we'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
Let's keep it rolling, everybody. We got to get that MC back up on stage. Brother Dave, are you there? We got a fella coming in out of Fort Worth, Texas. He's ready to ring the house down. How about it for Chris Zaldane?
2 fish here today and 1 dog. 2 fish for 5 pounds, 5 ounces, moves into 22nd place. And Chris, you've done good here today. You've had some pretty incredible day 2s, as a matter of fact, here. So can we expect some more fireworks tomorrow?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I went out today, throwing my swim bait, doing what I like to do. You know, in the Classic, you gotta go with your gut, and you gotta go with your confidence baits. And for me, that's a swim bait. You know, I got on the first channel bend, and the second channel bend, I realized, oh man, there's no current. And I had flashbacks of 2019 where they completely cut the current off. So when that happens, it gets a little tough. Maybe the current will turn on tomorrow. I scrambled around for a couple nice ones, and that was it. But do we have any dog lovers out there? No? Yeah, absolutely. I brought Michi with me on stage here because seeing my dog, seeing my wife was the best thing that happened today. that happened today, and hopefully we go out tomorrow and bring you guys a big old 5 bass limit of fish. And the thing about the Classic is you have to go out again, and this dude's down here, Michi. There's a dude down here.
Don't send Michi down the hole.
Absolutely. Yeah, like I said, hopefully we go out and catch a big 5 fish limit here. My dog's getting really anxious. I don't know what else to say, but thank you all for coming out, and really looking forward to tomorrow.
Looking forward to seeing you back here tomorrow.
All right, our next angler ready to roll all the way from the beautiful port city of Osaka, Japan, Kenta Kimura.
Fishing his very first Bassmaster Classic, qualified through a win in the Bassmaster Opens on the James River. 14 Bassmaster top 10s. You can see him on the Bassmaster Elite Series. 5 fish here today. 5 fish for Kenta Kimura here at his very first Bassmaster Classic. 9 pounds, 4 ounces. He moves into 15th place currently. All the way from Japan, a lifelong dream to be right here on this stage. Big bass, big stage, big dreams, and a big future ahead of Kenta Kimura on the Bassmaster Elite Series and Bassmaster events. And Kenta, your first Classic, how are you feeling about this?
Oh yeah, this is absolutely awesome, man. You know, this is first time, so I didn't know what the Classic looks like, and now I do, so this is absolutely awesome.
Pretty awesome, and the good news is it gets even better tomorrow. An even bigger crowd will be here tomorrow for day number 2. How's the body of water gonna fish?
Yeah, for some reason I couldn't get smallmouth by today, so you know I got largemouth on my smallmouth spot, so I think they're gonna get a little better tomorrow with weather-wise.
Keep our fingers crossed for you, because love to have you here on Sunday. Let's hear it for Kenta Kimura.
All right. Hey, our next angler comes from Corey, Pennsylvania. About a big round of applause for Jonathan Dietz.
Fishing his very first Bassmaster Classic, qualified through the Bass Nation. Get loud for Jonathan Dietz, ladies and gentlemen. Big bass, big stage, big dreams. Welcome to the Bassmaster Classic stage. 5 fish here today. 10 pounds and an ounce. He moves into 12th place currently. Digging deep in that VMC weigh-in bag. Get loud for Jonathan Dietz. What is on the, there's a creature trying to attack you. Oh, I was gonna get you to hold it up. There was a lamprey back here. It was connected to one of your fish, I imagine?
Yeah, as Bass Rules says, if it's naturally connected, I could leave it there. So I was like, I'll take all the ounces I can get out of this sucker. I'm gonna leave them on there.
You're allowed to do it. Bad news is, good news is you're on the Bassmaster Classic stage. The bad news is the guy that went down there threw it back up here at you. Look at this thing.
Should we weigh it and see what it weighs?
I don't. It doesn't weigh, does it? Come on, Mr. Dietz. I underestimate your sneakiness. What did that feel like coming out here this morning and this afternoon?
It's honestly just insane to see like actual crowds at a bass fishing tournament for once. Coming from Corey, Pennsylvania, we don't really get a lot of big crowds for bass fishing. So hearing you call my name out this morning was kind of like surreal. So that's pretty incredible.
The best part is this is just day number one. Proud to have you here, and we look forward to having you here all weekend.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Knoxville's a great city.
Let's keep it rolling. Next angler comes from Burns, Tennessee. Here comes Tristan McCormick.
A two-time qualifier for the Bassmaster Classic. The first was last year through the Strike King College Bass Championship. This one through the Bassmaster Opens. Tristan McCormick goes back-to-back, qualifying through two different routes of the Bassmaster Elite Series. 3 fish here today for Tristan McCormick. 4 pounds, 15 ounces. He moves into 27th place currently. And man, I can't stress just how impressive it is to see what you did. To make it through the Collegiate Series last year and then make it through the Opens. I mean, that's pretty unbelievable.
Yeah, you know, that was all thanks to B.A.S.S for setting up that platform through the college program. And, you know, when you win the bracket, you get to fish all 9 Opens and out of a brand new Tundra. That's actually the Tundra. I bought it from them last year, so I'm super excited to be working with them. And, you know, this place is, it's a grinder. And, you know, 4:15, you know, I can go catch 15 pounds tomorrow and be right back in this thing. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Love to see you here all the way through to Sunday, and I'd love to see you here for years and years to come.
All right, how about this fellow from Summerville, South Carolina, over on the coast? Here comes Patrick Walters.
He is a 4-time Bassmaster winner, an unbelievable 18 top 10s. This is his 4th Bassmaster Classic, a 2-time member of the Bassmaster Century Club. And the record for the shortest shorty shorts in modern history, let's say. I mean, Tommy Biffle may have you beat historically, but it's really shocking how short they are up close.
Hey, John.
4 fish here today. 7 pounds, 3 ounces. He moves into 20th place currently. This bright young star has an incredible future ahead of him. Patrick, not the way you wanted to start this deal, but like I say all the time, nobody cares how it starts. It's all about how it finishes, and we're going to see a lot of changes in the leaderboard tomorrow.
Absolutely. You know, I struggled a little bit today. I had 5 fish, but one of them didn't bump. I lost a couple good fish today, caught a bunch of shorts. I pulled up on my spot in the last 15 minutes and caught 3 of my keepers. So I feel pretty good about tomorrow. We're just going to go fishing. We're going to have fun. Hey, we're not in it for points. It's the Bassmaster Classic. We're here to have fun catching fish. So we'll see what happens.
Love to see you all the way through to Sunday.
Another boy from out west ready to roll into this beautiful place. Here comes from Colgate, Oklahoma. Here's Luke Palmer.
A calm, cool cat from Colgate, Oklahoma, fishing his 4th Bassmaster Classic, 8 Bassmaster top 10s. Let's hear it for Luke Palmer, ladies and gentlemen. 4 fish here today. 4 fish here on day number 1. 5 pounds, 2 ounces puts you in 27th place currently. And sometimes anglers mutter things under their breath, and I'm pretty sure the mic picked it up. But you said you had a big screw up today.
Yeah, see, there's some things you can control, and that's time. And I didn't do that today. I ended up 3 minutes late, and that cost me 3 pounds. And 3 pounds in this deal is a lot of weight, you know, and that was a bad part on mine, you know. I was trying to push it to the last second to get something because I had 4 fish, and I just one cast here and there, and that was one cast too many. But you know, that's part of it. You know, you're going to make mistakes, and this is not a place to do it at. So got that one out of the way. Now tomorrow we're going to have to go ahead and catch them. But you know, it's pretty awesome. You show up to the place packed out. Your family's here. It doesn't get any better than that. And you know, I appreciate everybody coming out. We'll go catch them tomorrow.
Love having you here. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Now for something completely different.
That's a good way to put it. He's out of Kudawa, Kentucky. Here comes Matt Robertson.
Fishing his third Bassmaster Classic. He's a Bassmaster Open winner. A man more slick than an ugly stick. From the trailer park to the top of this sport, ladies and gentlemen, Kentucky's Matt Robertson. 3 fish here today. Three fish here today for Matt Robertson. 10 pounds, 15 ounces. He moves into 11th place currently. Get loud for a man more slick than an ugly stick. Matt Robertson, styling, profiling, and once again, fishing the Bassmaster Classic. Minus his sleeves, but I gotta be honest, since the last time I saw this get up, there's a little less getting out.
Yeah, you ain't wrong. I think the ladies like it, because out here at the stoplight, there's a black F-250 with a megaphone hooked up there and hollering at me, trying to get me to get in it, and I damn near didn't come in here. But, no, man, I'm out there doing what I like to do, throwing big baits, and I know I'm playing with fire doing that, especially on a fishery like this, and got a couple of the right bites early this morning, and yeah, man, we may not catch fish tomorrow, but I'm gonna go out there and do what I like to do, throw them big baits, and I'll tell you this, if I can get 5, I'll blow the doors off this thing.
Matt, you know I've been a fan of yours since literally like when you hear the story, but somebody saw someone across the room and they ran to each other. That's how I felt the first time. I was like, you need to be on the Elite Series. He qualified through the weekend series at that time, or the Toyota Team Series. But what you've built in a very short period of time is amazing. I mean, you get a reception coming into these weigh-ins wherever we go that is akin to anglers that have been here 20 years. Tell me how it feels to build this on-'em army that you have truly built.
Let me tell you something, I didn't build it. I'm just one of them, and they know that. We're just a bunch of hard-working people.
Hard-working people, and we love having you here. Let's hear it for Matt Robertson.
Yeah, buddy. Next angler coming in out of New York. Victor, New York. He is Casey Smith.
His very first Bassmaster Classic. He qualified through the Oneida Open. Let's welcome him right, Knoxville, Tennessee. Casey Smith, 3 fish here today. And this weigh-in started with fireworks, and we are down to 20 anglers to weigh in here, and it definitely seems like it has slowed down. 3 fish here today. 7 pounds, 10 ounces. He moves into 20th place, his first Bassmaster Classic. Let's let him feel right, ladies and gentlemen. Get your cameras ready. He's gonna hold them high. Get loud for Casey Smith. 7 pounds, 10 ounces, too short of your limit. But man, what did it feel like this morning? It's been reported 6,500 people at takeoff, an all-time record for a takeoff, a great weigh-in crowd. What does it feel like your first day competing on the Bassmaster Classic stage?
Yeah, that was insane this morning. This is insane in here right now. I want to be here Sunday to see what Sunday looks like. So I had the jitters running down the lake from that weigh-in, and 5 minutes in, I caught that big smallmouth, and I figured it was going to be on, and went a little dead from there. We had to grind to pick up the rest of it, but I'm hoping to find a few more of them big brown ones because I like catching them where I live, and I like to catch them down here too.
We'd love to see you hold them high here tomorrow. Going to get another shot out there tomorrow, get into Championship Sunday. Let's keep them going, Don Day.
We'll do it out of beautiful Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Big welcome for JT Tompkins.
Fishing his very first Bassmaster Classic, a qualifier through the Bassmaster Opens via his win. Chesapeake Bay, 4 fish here today. JT Tompkins, his first trip across the Classic stage. 4 fish here today. 8 pounds, 4 ounces, gonna put you in 19th place. Top 25 fish after 2 days. A 3-day tournament, $300,000 goes to the winner. The greatest event in sport fishing, the Bassmaster Classic. And JT Tompkins with 8 pounds, 4 ounces. Man, your first day at the Bassmaster Classic, tell me how this feels.
It's just a surreal event. I mean, when you wake up in the morning, you see more people than you've seen your entire life in one little stretch of area. It gets your jitters going and it makes you feel great. And just seeing all this crowd out here supporting us is just unreal. So the support levels out here are just amazing. And it's just, I wouldn't rather be anywhere else.
It's an incredible experience. We love having you here. What's the plan for tomorrow?
Same thing as today, go out there and just go fishing. You know, I made a couple mistakes today, had a couple fish that were a little bit shorter than I wanted to be, had a couple things go wrong, but that's what fishing's all about. You gotta come through and, you know, battle adversity and come out on top. So that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow.
Great attitude. We look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow.
Hey, this next guy's got quite a following as well. He's out of North Prince George, Virginia. He is Jacob Porosnik.
He's a former Elite Series Rookie of the Year, a 4-time Bassmaster winner, fishing his 7th Bassmaster Classic. Digging deep in that live well, ladies and gentlemen. You always got to keep your eye on Porosnik, a threat anywhere we go. Get loud for Jacob Porosnik. And that right there is why it's called the Splash Well. Your opportunity to leave a weigh-in smelling like a weigh-in. But the gift that keeps on giving, and they thank you for that. Let's get a weight here. 5 fish. Five fish here on day number 1. 12 pounds, 9 ounces. He moves into 8th place currently. 4 pounds, 15 ounces short of the overall lead. Hold them high and get loud for Jacob Porosnik. Sitting in 8th place, and we're gonna weigh one for Mercury Big Bass. Needs to be better than 4 pounds, 15 ounces. 4 pounds, 14 ounces. So Chris Johnson holds on to that lead, and man, a decent day here today. How you feeling?
Well, it looked good on paper, but I still don't have a clue what I'm doing out here. You know, it just, today it was like 11 o'clock or 11:30. I didn't have a fish, and just, I scrapped everything I was doing, just went fishing, and ended up catching those in the last couple hours. And, you know, tomorrow, you know, I think good things are coming. You know, the water temperature's warming up, and I caught all those really, really shallow. So it's kind of like what I like doing. So I just think the crankbait bite and all that stuff is kind of going away because there's not, you know, there's no really much current and stuff, and that's what makes this lake so good is the current when it's actually running, because they get positioned. But now they're just out, you know, free kind of swimming around. But the only good thing is it's getting warm and they want to go to the bank. So good things that happen. So we'll have to see what happens tomorrow.
Love to see it happen for you this week. Let's hear it for him.
Hey, I tell you what, this fella coming in next, longtime pro, got a big following. He's out of Gonzales, Louisiana, Greg Hackney.
He's a former progressive, a Bassmaster Angler of the Year, a 6-time Bassmaster winner, fishing his 17th Bassmaster Classic with an unbelievable 63 Bassmaster top 10s. Give me a little love for the Hack Attack, ladies and gentlemen. 5 fish here today for Greg Hackney. A good start, Chris says. Only 4. Don't believe what the computer tells you. 4 fish here today. 12 pounds, 7 ounces. He moves into 9th place currently. A good day for 4 fish, ladies and gentlemen. In 9th place, just 5 pounds and an ounce short of the overall lead. Get loud for the Hack Attack, Greg Hackney. Four fish here today, and man, those smallmouths seem to treat you pretty good, Hackney.
Yeah, they did. They kind of hard to catch. I had a couple of them that eluded me, but it was just a different day for me today. Nothing what I expected. The weather was super nice. I mean, the conditions were great, but I really struggled, to get bit and didn't catch any largemouth. The smallmouth were in my plan, but they were not going to be all day in my plan, and they ended up being the majority of the day because that's all I could catch. I couldn't catch any largemouth. I think tomorrow I'll be more of a largemouth guy. I had kind of had a plan coming into this deal. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but I had a plan to fish a certain way, and so tomorrow we'll just continue with the plan.
I would love to see you get this title. Coming into this event, though, I mean, it's widely stated. You've won literally everything there is to win in this sport, except for this title. What does it feel like for you to come into this? I mean, everybody's got pressure on them, but I got to feel like maybe you got a little more on you.
I have put lots of pressure on myself in the past. I don't think I do. I enjoy this experience a lot more now when I don't put so much pressure, but I was a little disappointed in how the day turned out. I'll be honest with you. I had really high hopes. I had a good practice. I like this lake. It's just, how there are certain lakes in the country that suit you. This lake, for some reason, is a lake that I like. I enjoyed the practice here. I enjoy fishing here. It's a beautiful area. So I did have, I don't know, it's a different pressure now, but it is a lot of pressure on me. But I'll be honest with you, the Bassmaster Classic is the tournament that keeps me going. Like, this is the reason that I fish. Since a little age, I've always wanted to be at the Classic, and even sitting here coming into this and being to 17, so I've qualified for 17 Bassmaster Classics. Like, when I think about that, I'm like, wow, I would have never dreamed that I would have had this opportunity and to be in front of all these people and that blast off this morning and everybody screaming. Like, so this is a funny thing, but when they started calling numbers this morning, like, I got chills. You know what I mean? Like, I hadn't felt that. I have to be really careful in the Classic because I'm kind of an emotional person, and my emotions were raging. I'll be honest with you. I was geeked up out there when we left this morning. It's probably good I didn't get bit very quick because that first one was fixing to take it on the chin.
Big bass, big stage, big dreams, and we love having you as part of it, Greg Hackney.
All right, this next hot pro is out of Huntington, Texas. Make him welcome Keith Combs.
He's a 3-time TTBC champion, a 3-time Bassmaster winner. Fishing his 9th Bassmaster Classic. Our main player in the Bassmaster Elite Series, but this one he qualified through the Bassmaster Opens. And unfortunately, a tough day at the office for Keith Combs. 2 fish here today. 3 pounds even. He moves into 35th place currently, and not the way he wanted to start, but get another shot at him again tomorrow, Keith.
Yeah, you know, it's a shocker because practice has been tough, and I know every guy that came up here said that, but they're telling the truth. It's been a tough practice, and I thought the changing conditions today would really get them going. But in my areas, it just didn't. A lot of small fish, but, you know, hey, it's good to be back at the Classic. I missed it a couple times, and, you know, it's a show I never want to miss. And, you know, I got a lot of people that support me whether I catch them or I don't. You know, my family, and they're here. Can't tell them thanks enough. I mean, that means a lot. And, you know, all my sponsors that have been with me for what's become a pretty long career now. So thanks to all of them. And we're going to see what happens tomorrow. You know, the two good practice days I had were kind of the rainy days, and that's where we're going to get tomorrow. The Loudon is a very tough fishery, but the cool thing about this place is one big one, and it can put you right where you need to be. So I'm going to go swinging for that big one tomorrow.
Love to see it happen for you. Wish you luck. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
This next guy comes from Shelby, North Carolina. Here is Matt Airy.
He is a two-time FLW winner. A Bassmaster Classic bridesmaid, fishing his fourth Bassmaster Classic. 7 Bassmaster top 10s. And Team Toyota's Matt Airy would love to seal the deal here. Talked to your parents last night. They made it aware that you are going to win this Bassmaster Classic, so don't worry. They told me you're winning. 5 fish here today, 9 pounds, 7 ounces, puts you in 19th place currently. Another shot at him again tomorrow. 40 anglers weighed, 15 more to go. But let's hear it for Matt Airy. (9.7) sitting in 19th place with 15 more anglers left to weigh in. Did 9.7 do better than you would have imagined when you checked in?
Well, I did something that I've never done in 15 years of fishing professionally, and I checked in a little bit late today. I was 27 seconds late, which incurs a 1 pound penalty, and you know, that was 10-7. That's going to hurt, but we're in it. You know, that's the you definitely can't win it on the first day, but you can sure lose it. We didn't lose it. You know, there's a 17, 18 pound bag of brown fish running around this river. Everything all right over there?
Somebody dropped their drink. It's okay. Doug clean it up. Matt Robertson will be over there quickly.
I'm making sure nobody's. You gonna send Robertson to clean it up?
I'm not going to send him. I just feel he'll end up there.
Okay, yeah. Because I could think of, like, I don't know how many people's in here. That many more people that are better than him at probably handling that situation. We could send any one of them over there, but just not Robertson. Oh, I got a big fan base up there. They show out every year for the Classic, and man, that's special. When you have a rough day on the water and you make a bonehead play like I did today, you know, it's nice to see that right there when you come in this Coliseum. Never gets old, man. I'm humbled every time I get to ride in this Coliseum, and hopefully there's a lot more ahead of this one, but right now we got to worry about catching 20 pounds tomorrow.
Love to see you all the way through to Sunday. Go make it happen.
This fella coming in next is from Cecil, which is right outside of Montgomery, Alabama. Here's Keith Poche.
He won the Red River Open in 2022, returning to the Bassmaster Classic. Not only did he win that event, but also went on to win Bassmaster Open's Angler of the Year, and you can see him on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Welcome him back to the Bassmaster Classic, Keith Poche. Keith Poche, 5 fish here today. 5 fish for Keith Poche. Happy to have him back here on the Bassmaster Classic stage. 11 pounds, 2 ounces. He moves into 12th place currently. And what a week Keith Poche is having. Get loud, ladies and gentlemen. 11 pounds, 2 ounces. Man, what having a pretty incredible week, but just when you thought maybe you'd come down to earth, You had to be pretty jacked at that takeoff this morning. 6,500 people sending you out, and good to have you back at the Classic.
Man, Mercer, it's good to be back, man. I tell you, to come here and weigh these fish in front of this crowd, to be here on this stage, you know, I'll never forget my first Bassmaster Classic. It's an amazing place, but, you know, I want to thank everyone that supported me all these years, and it's just been a journey for me back and forth. It's been a busy week, like you said. You know, I didn't get much practice, but, you know, I took that gator tracks out up the river today and kind of scratched out 2.5 hours. I didn't catch anything, and I come back down the lake and put up a little rally to get me 11-2. So I'm not out of it, but you know, I got to catch them tomorrow to make a run at it. But you know, it's a phenomenal lake. It's just fishing a little funny right now, but they're here. We're gonna find them.
I look forward to seeing how it works out. Get yourself a little rest. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Let's bring this next fella in. He's from beautiful Catawba, North Carolina. Here's Shane LeHue.
The Baby Shark returns to his 4th Bassmaster Classic. Shane LeHue, a mainstay on the Bassmaster Elite Series, and a former junior world champion, ladies and gentlemen, back in 2007. But 3 fish here today for the Baby Shark. 3 fish. 7 pounds, 5 ounces. He moves into 27th place currently. Going to get another shot at him tomorrow. A few big bites like that, and things could change in a hurry. 7 pounds, 5 ounces. And man, you get a few bites like that tomorrow and things can definitely change in a hurry here.
Yeah, those are the, you know, obviously the kind of bites that you need to get, especially in the Classic. And that, I mean, that's kind of what I was trying to do. I was running around. I got some bites on some docks in practice, which I'm from North Carolina, Lake Norman, so that's something I'm very comfortable with. And I thought that was something I could run all day, and I caught that big one, you know, pretty early. And then it just kind of fell off from there. I had to scramble just to catch 2 more keepers. I think I had 4 keeper bites all day. But, you know, the goal is always to make the Bassmaster Classic. I'm glad I'm here. But I have to quit sucking in these things, just to be honest. I've had a hard time in the Classic, and I don't know why. Hopefully we can get it turned around tomorrow.
Love to see it happen for you. Always great to have you here.
The shootout rolls on. We're going to bring in the next angler out of Anderson, South Carolina. Big welcome for Colin Smith.
He is your Bassmaster Team Championship winner, fishing his first Bassmaster Classic. Representing the true working man tours all across the country, all around the world that fish in that Bassmaster Team Championship. Let's hear it for Colin Smith. Two fish here today for Colin Smith. 4 pounds, 2 ounces. He moves into 36th place currently. But it is his very first Bassmaster Classic, and he was jacked up at takeoff. And let's get him jacked up right now, ladies and gentlemen. Get loud for Colin Smith. Colin, I watched you at takeoff this morning. You were literally jacked. You gave the double fist pump at takeoff this morning. What did it feel like?
Man, that's a feeling that nobody can put into your head until you're there in that moment. And after practice, I was pretty fired up. Obviously today it didn't show it, but I had a decent practice. Caught some, when I got a bite, it was big, the kind you need to win here. And that deal just fell away this morning, and I chased them all day, and it just didn't come together for me.
Got some incredible family in the stands here cheering you on. What does that feel like?
You know, that's everything to me, and they've stayed supporting me all my life to get me to here, and I can tell you it just fuels the fire even harder being here now. We'll work hard, and we'll get back here.
Love having you here. Congratulations. Look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow.
Hey, this fella coming in right now, his hometown is right on Tokyo Bay. He is from Chiba, Japan. Make welcome Taku Ito.
Always a fan favorite. He is an Elite Series champion. Japan's Takumi Ito grew up dreaming of winning the Bassmaster Classic. His dream started by playing a video game where Hank Parker won the Bassmaster Classic, but Takumi Ito would love to make that dream come true, and has quickly become one of the biggest fan favorites on the Bassmaster Elite Series. 5 fish here today. 10 pounds, 7 ounces. He moves into 15th place currently. 15th place for Takumi Ito with 11 anglers left to weigh in here today. Let's hear it for Skeeter Yamaha Pro, Takumi Ito. Takumi, you're sitting in 15th place right now, so not a bad day.
Yeah, not a bad day, but I couldn't catch a big smallmouth today. So I will try to smallmouth Disneyland in Knoxville, but I couldn't find. So do you know where the smallmouth Disneyland in Knoxville?
Not only do I not know, but it's illegal for you to ask anyone where Smallmouth Disneyland is, but you also have a lot of pressure because your son made me promise that I'd say giant bass to you, and I said, well, I would gladly like to say that to him, but you have to do your part, or you're going to get one tomorrow.
Yeah, so my son coming in U.S. now, so very happy. So, and my son wanna USA giant bass, but I couldn't today, so I will try to get giant bass tomorrow.
I look forward to seeing that. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. I think this crowd is going to get a little bit crazy, Don Dave.
You know, he's kind of quiet and shy, but maybe you can bring him out of his shell. He's from Guntersville, Alabama. Here comes Gerald Swindle.
He is a former Bassmaster Open winner. He is a 2-time Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year, the incomparable G-Man, Gerald Swindle. Three fish here today.
Looking clean.
Well, there hasn't been a lot of fish weighed in, I gotta be honest.
A little menthol. Look at that. Look at the weight. 3 bass for 4 pounds and 12 ounces.
Get loud, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you made 4 pounds, 12 ounces look cool.
I smacked them in the face with that balling out jig. They don't weigh much, but they all need some goody powders. I can tell you that because I've slacklined every one of them. 2 of them skinny as Iconelli, man. Them things they just whack one side. Killing me. I tell you, Fort Loudon's got more fish in it than we're able to show out on this thing. But I'm telling you, the water moves up and down around here like one of my aunts and nieces, you know. They're crazy. You got to watch it. Kind of reminds me of them old southwestern hookers. The water's just up and down and up and down. Somebody call the guy down there that's got the plug in the lake and say, just hold her still, Hammer, just sit still. It ain't hot, it ain't cold, just let it sit still, because the fish don't know if they need to swim around left, right, get on a pole, a rock, dance. I mean, Gussie's got the only ones, and I think it's just because he wears flannel. And if I can pull it off, I'm cutting the sleeves out of me a flannel shirt look like a lumberjack tomorrow. I got to do better than this, I mean. But it looks like y'all turned out and showed out up in this place, didn't you? How many Vol fans we got up in here? I mean, I can't hide it. Y'all just whooped us. I mean, I'll be honest with you. But I've run down 2 tanks of gas trying to find that goalpost in the water out there so I could catch a bass on it. So next time y'all throw it in, leave the daggum thing in there. Y'all can't tell I'm struggling. I ain't got but 3 of them. I fished exactly the way I thought I needed to today to try to have a chance to win, and I slowed down and grinded it out, and I committed to it. It just didn't work out. I got tomorrow. I think I got an area I make a catch 15 pounds. I can get back in it. I'm going to do all I can not to work the show. So y'all just be ready. I'm bringing the house tomorrow, son. I'm loading her up and skinning her back. When I head down river tomorrow, Ricky Bobby, you better look out. Because I don't care how many mud flats is out there. I'm in a hurry in the morning. Me and that PHX is going to get right and tight, and that Mercury's going to be breathing, son. I'm going to just be hunting people to pass, so y'all get ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable G-Man, Gerald Swindle.
Oh, my. This next pro comes from Cairo, Georgia. Here is Drew Cook.
His fourth Bassmaster Classic. He is a former Elite Series Rookie of the Year. He is a Bassmaster Century Club member. He is an Elite Series champion. Digging deep in that Skeeter Yamaha live well. Let's welcome him to the Bassmaster Classic stage. Right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Drew Cook. 4 fish here today. Unfortunately, 1 short of your limit. 4 fish here on day number 1, Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic, presented by Toyota. 8 pounds, 2 ounces. He moves into 25th place currently. Gonna hold a few up for you, ladies and gentlemen. Worked hard all year long to be part of this event, the ultimate event in sport fishing, the ultimate spectacle in sport fishing. Get loud for Drew Cook. Went to work today in the Avco wrapped Skeeter Yamaha, but 8.2, not probably the goal weight going out, but when you look at the way it fished today, it's not gonna be as bad as you might have assumed when you first got off the water.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, those are probably the 4 of the hardest bass I've ever fished for to catch. You know, halfway through the day, I had a big old goose egg, and it's a grinding tournament, and you really want to just speed up and cover water, but you can't because you got to fish slow and you got to be methodical and keep throwing at stuff. But I found a little something this afternoon that I really wish I'd have had like 10 more minutes to fish, because ended up catching a couple bass on it and lost a couple. So hopefully tomorrow we can catch double that and get back into it. You know, I got a huge group of people here for me. You know, this is awesome. This morning at Blast Off, everybody that was there. I remember being here in 19. This was my first classic I ever went to. So to fish here and be able to be a part of it and have that huge group of people in the mornings, I just appreciate everybody that came out into this, and hopefully tomorrow's even better and Sunday's even more than that, and hopefully we can make it to Sunday.
Love to see you there. It's a great time. Always great to have you here. Let's hear it for him, Don Day. Give us another.
We'll do it. How about a fella from Odenville, Alabama? His name is Scott Canterbury.
He is a 3-time Classic qualifier, a 2-time FLW Tour winner, a former Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year. And 5 fish here today for the Skeeter Yamaha Pro from Alabama. Get loud for Scott Canterbury. Five fish here today for Scott Canterbury. And getting a limit in this event so far has not proved to be something easy to do, but a good limit here today for Scott Canterbury. 5 fish, 12 pounds, 13 ounces, inside the top 10 in 8th place currently. Give me a little love for Scott Canterbury. £12, 13 ounces, puts you in 8th place. Doing pretty good on a day that has proved very, very tough. Even tougher than many assumed coming into this event, I would imagine.
Yeah, a lot of things have been changing, but you know, I was wanting them to really make a move, and I think they're just holding off because of the water level more than anything. Because the water temp got there, the weather's been good today,
The wind blew a little bit. I think that helped my fish bite a little bit. Hopefully I know it's going to blow a lot tomorrow. Hopefully I can make a few adjustments and catch some tomorrow.
Love to see you all the way through to Sunday. What would this mean at this point in your career, a win here?
Ooh. I'll tell you, I mean, this, just making these classics, you get chills every time you come through here. But to win one of these, winning Angler of the Year was like life-changing. It's something that nobody can take away. If I could have a classic trophy to put next to that one, and it would just be real special. I mean, it would be life-changing for sure.
Love to see it happen for you. Wish you luck. See you back here tomorrow. Keep them rolling, Don Day.
We'll do it. This fella comes in. He's right near Little Rock. He's out of Benton, Arkansas. Here's Stetson Blaylock.
He was part of our Bassmaster Classic Super 6 last year. He's a former FLW Tour winner and Elite Series champion. Get loud for Benton, Arkansas, Stetson Blaylock. 5 fish here today. 5 fish here on day number 1. Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic. 8 pounds, 11 ounces, moves him into 24th place currently. And we are going to have a showdown tomorrow to stay inside that top 25. So many tight weights. At the 53rd edition of the greatest spectacle of sport fishing, the Bassmaster Classic. 8-11 probably wasn't the goal going out there today, but we're just about winding down our way, and you're in 24th, so it's not as bad as it could have been.
No, I kind of figured the way the fish were biting that it was going to be a slow day for a lot of guys, and it was no different for me. I really thought that I would get a chance at least one good bite. You just put your head down and you fish hard all day and you think you're going to get that bite. I just never got that bite today, so I know that there's going to be more fish moving up. So I just got to make the right adjustments in the right areas at the right time to get a good bite.
Well, day 1 doesn't matter. Get it right tomorrow, and we'll see you on Sunday.
We'll do it. Thank y'all.
All right, let's bring this next guy in. He lives pretty much right in the center of the state in beautiful Payson, Arizona. Welcome, Clifford Perch.
He is a 3-time U.S. Open champion, an 8-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier with 12 Bassmaster top 10s, the Golden Ram. Clifford Perch kicking off his 8th Bassmaster Classic with a good one. Unfortunately, it's a little lonely. Just 1 fish today. Air horns will make you feel better. Do it again. Oh, there. Excuse yourself. 1 fish here. That was a cute little air horn there, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe if I brought in 5, it'd sound a little better. But, I'm really thankful to be at the Bassmaster Classic. That wasn't the kind of start I was hoping for, but I got one of the right ones today, and I just didn't get any to go with it. I really fished for big ones and had 2 other opportunities that didn't get in the boat, and it's just not how you want to start the Bassmaster Classic, but it's a real blessing to make it here. I feel like it's kind of a miracle. There's enough things got to go right, and you have all kinds of challenges throughout the year, and so it's great to be here. I'm thankful, my friends and family. I got a big group of friends and family up here, and want to say hi to them, and lots of folks watching online. I appreciate all of you, and I got some work to do. I got to go out there tomorrow and put a really big bag together. They're the right kind of fish, but I kind of left a little too much distance, between me and the leaders. But I might be able to make a run at getting into Sunday, and if I have a big bag, just come back and try to make the best of it. So I caught that fish today on a homemade flipping jig, and I've got a new trailer that Big Bite Baits is making called the Ram Tail, and one of my first flips today with it caught that fish. So I really thought I was on him, thought it was going to be good, but I couldn't find any more. I think that was the thing. There's not a lot of them out there, and at least not where I was looking. So I'm going to do what I can tomorrow. We'll see if I can do better.
Love to see you get through to Sunday. Let's hear it for him. Dante, keep him rolling. I think we got a collegiate angler coming.
Well, he's out of Brielle, New Jersey. Y'all make him welcome. Here's Louis Monetti.
Louis Monetti representing the Strike King College Bass Series, fishing his first Bassmaster Classic out of his shiny, beautiful Nitro. But when people say, man, you gotta have big bucks to make it in this sport, if you saw the seats in the boat that he qualified for in here, it was certified an antique, was it not?
Oh, absolutely. Older than me.
The boat is older than him. We got a shiny brand new one right now. 5 fish here today. His very first day weighing in at the Bassmaster Classic. 7 pounds, 13 ounces. Let's hear it for Louis Monetti. Big bass, big stage, big dreams, and Louis Monetti is living proof. Seven pounds, 13 ounces. And for those that don't know, I mean, you need to Google. Do Google you and they'll see a picture of that boat. But literally, I don't know if it was raccoons that attacked the seats or what, but it stood out. And at a time when everybody points their finger and says the only way you can make it in this sport is if you have TV screens at the front of your boat, 7 or 8 minimum. You did it old school.
Absolutely. No graphs, no electronics. A boat that goes 45 miles an hour at max, and that's the reason why I'm here today. If you got an old boat like that, thank you guys. If you got an old boat like that, whether it's a little tin boat or a little old glass boat, whatever, no electronic, it can happen. I mean, just put the time in, fish your butt off. You can get here. This is an absolute dream come true. I can't thank everybody enough. I can't thank B.A.S.S enough for the opportunity. This is incredible. And I'm not going to lie, I'm a little upset about today. I want to catch them a little better tomorrow and make Sunday. It's, this is all incredible. It's amazing. But this is a fishing tournament, and I got to catch them.
Love to see you catch them. Love to see you here all the way through Sunday. But, man, you've represented thousands of collegiate anglers incredibly well. Dante, keep them rolling.
All right, next angler comes in out of Wisconsin. His name is Pat Schlapper.
Here's a former Bass Nation national champion, a 2-time qualifier for the Bassmaster Classic, qualified for the Bassmaster Elite Series, not just through the nation, but also through the Bassmaster Opens. And this one hurts a little bit for all of us, because I was excited the last time you crossed the classic stage. You showed us of your incredible talents of karate. And do you feel less like chopping stuff or more like chopping stuff here today?
I don't know. This has been a rough week. I've never been so confused on a body of water. We were here a couple years ago for the elite event, and I did pretty well. I don't really know what's going on. I did have one fish, but I was 2 minutes late, so I just threw it back. So tomorrow I'm going to go out and just have fun and try to put together a big bag and at least bring one here for everybody.
Tough break today, but man, your career is coming together. What you've accomplished to qualify for the elites through the Opens and through the Bass Nation is amazing, and really seem to be coming into your own despite what we're seeing here today.
Yeah, I've had a great start to the elite season. I'm sitting pretty well in the AOY, but it just shows how humbling this sport is. You can go from, finishing in the top 10 a couple weeks ago to being in last place in the biggest tournament in the world. So either way, it's been a great week. I've got tons of friends and family here. I can't thank them enough. The town's been great. So yeah, I'm just gonna go out tomorrow and have fun, probably throw a big swim bait around and maybe try to catch a whopper.
Love to see you catch a whopper.
Let's hope he does. All right, next angler coming in out of Newnan, Georgia, Mark Fraser.
He is a former San Francisco Giants draft pick. Not making his living doing that. He is now making his living on the Bassmaster Elite Series, fishing his second Bassmaster Classic in a row. An incredibly steady career since he's joined it. Welcome him to the stage right, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a little love. Two fish here today for Mark Frazier. Two fish for 4 pounds, 6 ounces, puts you in 44th place. Currently, a tough start to this classic, but another shot at him tomorrow. The top 25 make it through to Championship Sunday. Tough break, but you are in the biggest bass tournament in the world, and you got to be pretty happy to be there. And like I said to Pat, your career really seems to have hit its pace, and I mean, you're having an incredibly consistent Elite Series career.
Yeah, I'm very thankful, you know, just starting the year off this year on a good note, and bombed a little bit at Seminole, but you know, it kind of equaled out there. This first 2 events of the year is better than any other 2 events I've had so far, so hopefully I can carry that consistency throughout the year, and yeah, so qualify for another Bassmaster Classic. Anytime you make it to a Classic, you just kind of have to smile. Tough day on the water, but I did something that I thought could have put me in the hunt. They didn't bite very well, so here I am sitting in the bottom 10. So
tough break, but another shot at him tomorrow, and I know you can make a comeback in this thing. Dante,
Yeah.
a lot of people have been waiting for this one.
Well, let's bring him in. He's from Bowmanville in beautiful Canada. Here's Cooper Gallant.
He is a Bassmaster Open winner, an Elite Series qualifier, 2 events into his Elite Series career, and 2 cuts already, has the entire nation of Canada saying, "Coop, Coop, hooray." Let's hear it for Cooper Gallant. Two fish here today for Cooper Gallant, and it wasn't too long ago that he was standing right there in that splash well, dreaming of being part of this sport, and he is making his mark in a big, big way. 2 fish for 3 pounds, 13 ounces, puts him in 46th place. A tough start of day number 1, but let's hear it for Cooper Gallant. Coop, I know that is not how you wanted to start your classic, but you got another day to get back at him. And man, the amount of people, when we thought all the Canadians had arrived, Cooper Gallant shows up and there's a whole bunch more here. Woo! Big bass, big stage, big dreams, and man, that dream started right there, Coop, and the best part is this dream's just getting started.
Yeah, it's, sorry guys. It means the absolute world to me. All my friends and family, they're all up there, they're all around. Appreciate it big time for coming out. Like Dave was saying, I've been in the stands, I've been to 6 classics, and I've always wanted to be up here. And if there's any kids out there that want to get up here, it's possible. Put your head down, work your butt off, and you can fish the classic. And man, you know, coming into this tournament, especially my first classic, it's a little disappointing, but I'm just so thankful to be here. It's a dream come true, and man, after being up here and seeing it, like it's surreal, and it's a day I'll never forget. And you know, it just motivates me even more this year on the Elites to try and get back here. But again, big thanks to all my sponsors for the support, everyone who believed in me from the beginning, parents, brothers, all my friends and family for coming out and supporting. It means the world, guys. Thank you.
Another day at Get 'em tomorrow. We'll see how it works out.
Let's bring in this next fella. He's out of Salisbury, North Carolina. Here comes Brendan Card.
fishing his 6th Bassmaster Classic, a former Elite Series Rookie of the Year. A month before the Elite Series season, he was in a hospital bed, not thinking he could even compete on the Elite Series. Fished the first event, got a top 10, made the cut in the second event, and here he is at the Bassmaster Classic, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for him. Brandon, you have overcome so much to be here. And it looks like things worked out pretty good here today. 5 fish for Brandon Card, 11 pounds, 15 ounces. He moves into 13th place currently. And the former Tennessee native throws his hat in the ring in 13th place currently. $11.15, man, and the amazing thing about this sport is so many people, I mean, my wife has a saying, she always says, everybody has a battle. Your battle we got to see right in front of you, but man, you came out swinging as a warrior, and it's amazing to see what you have accomplished under duress, basically, dealing with so much more, but man, a classic win would be a sweet, sweet thing.
Oh, it would be. You know, here in Knoxville, Tennessee, this is just kind of a surreal experience for me. You know, I sat in those stands as a little boy and watched the Tennessee Vols play. And, you know, I just grew up right up the road. And, you know, Ray Scott actually emceed a couple of the Bass Nation events. And they didn't have it here in Thompson Bowling, but it was in downtown Knoxville. I went to those events as a little boy, and that inspired me to fish professionally. So it's just kind of a full circle experience, you know, all these kids sitting in the stands, and then, you know, here I am. So, yeah, just blessed and just super thankful. I want to say hi to my family over there. I love you guys. My little boy's actually in the stands this year. Last year, he was just crying so much that I had to take him out. So he's actually getting to experience the Classic. He's 18 months old. But yeah, just we're going to have to catch some big ones tomorrow. You know, I just want to tell everybody to go to the expo tomorrow and go to the Suzuki booth and check out that new Suzuki 250. It's pretty sweet.
Look forward to seeing how this one works out for you. See you back here tomorrow. Donde, let's keep it rolling. I got dinner reservations.
I know you do. Well, let's bring in this fella here from Keewatin, Ontario. Here's Jeff Gustafson.
One of only 2 Canadians to ever win an Elite Series event. He happened to win it right here in Knoxville, Tennessee. Absolutely dominated that event, went wire to wire. All smallmouth, did something that many said couldn't happen. Can lightning strike twice? The great Canadian snow leopard, Jeff Gustafson, double guns loaded, bang, bang. Gussie shoots out the lights on day number 1. What a day, what a fishery, and what an angler. Literally did something the last time we were here that many said could not happen. And there's many who said it can't happen this time around, but we are one day in. And oh boy, somebody went to Piggly Wiggly and came back with a whole sack full, ladies and gentlemen. 5 fish, needs 17 pounds, 8 ounces to take the lead. 18 pounds, 8 ounces, and the great Canadian snow leopard is leading the Bassmaster Classic. Your Academy Daily leader, Jeff Gustafson, the biggest bag of the day, and he is leading the biggest tournament in professional bass fishing. $18 pounds and 8 ounces. Wow. $18 pounds, 8 ounces. You are leading this tournament.
Is that good? Is that good?
Man, from the beginning of this, even watching you live today, you know, you caught one and you're like, 14 more to go. You have laid your line on if you're going to win this tournament, you're going to win it your way. And you are catching them in a way that you are one of the best in the world at doing it. And to do this, to have given the candy to all the children, everybody saw it. When he won, people were like, but the Classic's going to come back here one day, and now he just showed everybody. But you just showed everybody you know how to handle the candy a little better than the rest of them.
Yeah, I found another spot or two. So, you know, it worked out today. I don't have a lot of places, but I started this morning where I caught them last time. There's some fish there, but they're hard to catch. I lost, I don't know if anyone was watching, I lost a nice one. I tried to boat flip it on a small hook. I shouldn't have done that. But went to the next spot and settled down and made it happen. And you know, I'm excited to go again tomorrow. I got some good stuff, but you just never know with these things, whether they move or, you know, I found them on Sunday and they were still there today. So hopefully we get a little more out of it. 10 more. 10 more.
10 more. Would love to see it happen for you.
Hey, all the Aussies that are down here, you guys are awesome. You came a long way. Love you guys. And all my Canadians up here, I got lots of friends and love Knoxville. Love the Classic. Love you, Mercer. Let's go.
It's not over yet, but man, you have started great. And you guys, the Canadians kind of compete against each other. How bad would you love to become you're the second Canadian to win an elite, which is incredible. I mean, the second of a whole country. But there's only firsts are very rare to become the first Canadian to ever win the Bassmaster Classic.
Well, there's a long way to go for that to happen, but you know, it feels awesome to be in good shape after day one and survive the first day. But yeah, I hate hearing you know, the second Canadian, you know, and I love beating Corey. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm a happy dude right now.
Happy to have you here. Let's hear it for the great Canadian snow leopard, Gussie, leading the Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic presented by Toyota. Ladies and gentlemen, I know it was a long one, and I got to thank you for hanging with us. Friday weigh-ins are always a little longer because we got to get boats back here through traffic. Things will be a lot quicker tomorrow, but you got to remember the promise you made me at the beginning of this weigh-in. We set a record, 6,500 people at takeoff this morning. Let's make it 7,500 tomorrow, or maybe even more. Get down to volunteer landing. Takeoff starts at 7:30. You want to be there early, but here is your leaderboard. Jeff Gustafson in first place. Right behind him, Tennessee's Brandon Lester. Third place, Brian Smith, John Cox, Corey Johnson, Jay Shakurik, Chris Johnston, Drew Benton, Scott Canterbury, and Jacob Porosnik. Round out your top 10. 55 of the best anglers here competing. We're going to cut it down to 25 after tomorrow. This has been day number 1 of the Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic. And Knoxville, Tennessee, you guys truly rock. We will see you tomorrow.
And all you folks down in the live well, don't forget, take your chair with you, okay? If you're in the live well, you take your chair with you and go on home.